Hello, Exogenesis here. I'm a preservation worker. I am often getting asked in my videos about my UI layout and add-ons, and so today I'll be giving a quick overview of my UI and the add-ons I use. First of all, I'm going to show how I set up my party frames, as that is the most commonly asked question in my videos. My party frames are the default Blizzard UI. First, I will show you the options I have enabled. So we go to Options, go down to interface, scroll all the way down to road frames. I have display incoming hills enabled, display power bars. I've just recently enabled this because I think it'd be quite helpful to monitor the resources of your tank. If they have resources, they will have the ability to self-mitigate and self-heal. Can be useful information to have. I have aggro highlight enabled, display class colors, which helps identify the party frame with the individual player. I also have show debuffs, which is very important, and I have display only dispellable debuffs disabled, because you want to see things like the Thundering affix in Mythic Plus, and if you have this enabled, it will probably not show you stuff like that. Next, we will go to edit mode and I'll show you how to set up the party frames. I have them in the vertical format above my party frame to the side here. If you click on them, uh, what you might have by default is the party frames. If you just click on these and you go to enable raid style party frames, it will show these nice bars here. I have the maximum width and the maximum height. So that is my party frames. Before I move on, I just want to quickly note something. The monitor I use is 1440p. It is, where is it over here? Yeah, 2560 by 1440. So what you might notice is if you're playing on a 1080p or 4K monitor, you might notice that when you go to set up your frames, they look much larger than mine or much smaller. If you want to get it closer to the way mine looks, you can go to options, go down to graphics, use UI scale, and you can scale it as appropriate. Next, I'm going to show my nameplate setup. I use an add-on called Plater and a profile I found online that's specialized for Mythic Plus. The profile is called Jundies, and I'll provide a link to the profile in the description below. To set it up, go to the link provided in the description, copy the string, go into WoW, type in /plater once you have the add-on, go into profiles over here, go to import profile, and then copy the string here and hit OK. It should enable the plater profile automatically, but if it does not, you can go to open profile settings here and click on existing profiles and just make sure you have Jundies Plater enabled. Next, I'm going to go over the add-ons I use. I do not use many add-ons because I'm a big fan of the Blizzard UI, but sometimes there is bonus information that add-ons provide that the Blizzard UI does not. Alright, here are the list of add-ons I use. I use Little Wigs and Big Wigs, which highlights mechanics throughout dungeon encounters in Mythic Plus. I believe the Little Wigs will do the trash and the Big Wigs does the bosses. These both go together and I'd recommend both. I think DBM does the same thing as well, so if you prefer DBM, you can use that. Details is what I use to display damage and healing data. Elitism Helper is what calls out avoidable damage taken, and it's not to pick players out on their mistakes, but it's more so to show that there is damage they're taking that they can avoid in the future. Mythic Plus Timer displays extra information on the Mythic Plus dungeon. It will show what time's required to get a +2 and a +3, and it will also show the percentage to 2 decimal places. Method Dungeon Tools will help highlight routes that the tank plans on taking for the dungeon. Here's an example, Halls of Valor. And this can help you kind of keep in mind at the start where you're going to want to lust and what route you're going to be taking, what trash you're going to be avoiding, and just getting a feel for what cooldowns you want to save, stuff like that. Next I use Omni CD, which you've probably seen in my videos. What it will do is it will display the cooldowns for each player in the party to the left of the frames. By default, they're to the right, so if you want to fix that, type in /omnicd, go down to Dungeons, go over to the Position tab, and position left. I think by default it is right. Lastly, I have some add-ons that help highlight what I'm casting and who won for my viewers in my videos. One is from Details. It is a plugin for Details. And over in this box here, it will show what I'm casting and on who, and I'll show a list. As for the spell icons that slide under my cast bar, that is an add-on called Trophy GCD, spelled as so. And that is it. That is my entire UI and add-on setup. Thank you for watching my videos. If you like this content, please leave a like and subscribe. And I hope to do some more guides in the future on preservation of Ochre. Thank you.